So this is no cap right here. Out of John 13:17, Jesus answered, "What I am doing you will not understand now, but afterwards you will understand." In this verse, Jesus was getting ready to wash Simon Peter's feet, and Simon Peter did not understand why Jesus was getting ready to wash his feet because he was the Messiah. You know, he was the Son of God, and he felt like he was way above that, and he didn't understand the humility in that. And so I wrote, this was my devotional that I had written the other day, and basically, just to kind of summarize, I went through just talking about the sovereignty of God and how God, you know, is laying our path straight, even though we don't see it. You know, God can see around every corner, and He can see what's coming and what's happening, and we need to stop trying to control and micromanage every aspect of what occurs in our life. You know, we need to have faith and just believe that God is sovereign, God is in control, and that God understands what's going on in this very moment. So, and it made me just kind of reflect in my own life how many times I questioned God and what was going on in my life, and how much I struggle with giving Him the reins, and with letting go and trying to do it myself. I wanted to question what was happening, and then also it made me think about the demonstration of humility. I just don't know if there is a greater attribute or a more attractive attribute for me to run across someone who's had a lot of success, but who walks in humility, like on another level, on a level that they're taking the trash out and they're mopping the floors, and they're willing to do anything they have to do, and at the same time, not only do they demonstrate humility with all of their actions, and they're successful in the eyes of the world, you know, but they just waller in humility, and to me, that's such an attractive thing. So it's kind of a two-part deal, you know. Are you questioning God, and are you demonstrating humility in your own life? And is that something that you struggle with, or is that something that do you guys feel like it's something that you're pretty good at?
I think that it's something that we both all struggle with.
Yeah.
I think
especially if it's something that we feel like we know a lot about, it's hard to run that line of, I can definitely, it's easy for me to be humble if I know nothing about, like I'm talking to you guys about insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just going to lean on you. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to admit, like, I don't know nothing about this.
Right.
Like, hey guys, help me out. Mm-hmm. But if it's something that I know a lot about and somebody else is trying to tell me how to do it or what to do, and I quickly realize that I know more than they do, it's like, in one ear, out the other, typically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think just the control aspect of anything for anybody that just is in a leadership position, or you know, is called upon to produce, to be efficient, to do something very well. You want to control every aspect of everything that is involved in the success or the failure of that particular thing that you're doing. And so I think that in those situations, we naturally want to control everything that everybody's doing. We think we know best. And then that slowly trickles into, sadly, a lot of other areas in our life, and we don't realize how quickly that kind of control mindset and thinking that we have to control everything can root like real deeply into pretty much everything that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I think you know, Sean, what you were talking about how the folks that are in, you know, super large leadership positions, that the ones that really are just so humble, don't, you know, like you said, don't mind, they stick out. They shine so bright.
We have a good friend that runs a business, is doing millions and millions of dollars, and they're rocking and rolling. And every time I call him, or every time he invites us somewhere or whatever, he we'll be like, "Hey man, we'll be there at 7." And the first thing he says is, "Man, I'll be back in the back washing dishes, or I'll be you can find me over there. I'll be mopping the floors." Or, and there's lots of times that's what he's doing.
Okay, he's not joking. He's actually doing those
100%. There's no joking. There's no joke. Now, in that moment, he might be, if they're having an event, you know, he washes dishes and mops floors and is up on the ladder doing whatever. I mean, he's that guy 100%. And he might be being a little sarcastic maybe in that moment, but that's what he does all the time. And he'll be up there at 7 or 8 o'clock at night if that's what it takes. And very, very hard worker. And that's such an admirable thing.